Hi, this is Bill. Today I'll be discussing on how to test Genesys PureCloud using Postman. A lot of you seem to struggle on following this documentation. After this video, I hope I can give you enlightenment. First, you will need to create a client ID and secret. This is a prerequisite for you to be able to connect to Genesys Cloud. Looking at the diagram, you will see on the left this will be represented by your app. Then your app will need to submit client ID and client secret or your credentials to be able to get an access token. Now, depending on what roles you have provided to that particular client ID, then that is the rights that you'll have within your app. Now, if you scroll down, to be able to create your client ID or client credentials, you will need to navigate to admin, OAuth, and add a client. And you will need to add the specific roles depending on the purpose of your app. Now, if you scroll down further, you will need to copy the client ID and the secret to be able to provide authorization to your particular application. Now, navigating back to this documentation, you will see from the top, without setup, you will be able to navigate using the Developer Tools API Explorer. But this will not be the topic of today's video. We'll be showing you how to use Postman in integrating to the Genesys API. First, you will need to download Postman. So after downloading Postman, you will need to provide your email or login credentials. Then it's either you run Postman Web or Postman over your desktop. Once you have that, you will be able to see this page here. Now, for simplicity, let's go back to the documentation, and these are the different API groups that you can access or available to you to integrate with Genesys Cloud. And in this example, I'm going to right click and copy link address, go to workspace, click import, and go to the link tab to be able to access all the information on this integration. Now, once I press continue and click import, now we will have the template on this API regards on how to get a report in billing. Now, upon clicking the tab, it will ask you for a couple of information. Now, the first step is to navigate to the tab of authorization, go to OAuth 2.0, and you will need to enter the information mentioned in these boxes. So these are the default templates already, which has been provided to us by Genesys. So they're making our life easier. And this information here are variables that need to be replaced by you, and this environment is the instance that you can get, or the access instance that you have over Genesys Cloud. Now, you can have this information if you go back to the Postman and scroll up and click the Developer API Explorer, and you will be landing to this page. And depending on the instance that you are subscribed to, then you will need to copy the URL. So it may be the mypurecloud.com.au, can be aptly2.purecloud. Then you need to copy that environment and paste it over this URL. Now, to scroll down further, you are asked what will be the token name. So this is a variable, so let's say sample token or my first token. make sure you don't have spaces, and the information for the callback URL and so on will be found in the documentation of this page. So the authorization URL, you copy that and paste it over there. Then you get the access token URL and paste it. Then you paste the client ID generated from the previous page, also the client secret. Now let's make sure that everything's filled out correctly. Run type will be client credentials, and as you can see that we only need to submit the access token URL. Now that you have all the information set, you could now get the new access token. As you can see, authentication is complete. That means we have went to the Genesys Cloud and has returned an access token. Now we can use this token, and after you fill out the start date or the parameters on this URL, then you will get a response accordingly depending on the URL or information that you would like to access. I hope this short video has helped you, and looking forward to see you on the next video. Thank you so much.